Well, that ruined a basic hour of my life. Jesus. So I'm milling away and phone keeps shutting off, video keeps shutting off. Good. Somehow all my old trash was hanging in my thing, used up 128 gigabytes of memory in my phone. Even though I emptied my trash, it sat in some other spot. So I'm grading and cutting trash. Show you around. So I'm grading out my area. I've been moving it that way. I just did a video on pulling out the stumps here. And behind that pile right there, I actually get some black walnut in there. Over and show you. I was wondering where all my black walnut went. Well, it's sitting in there. It's black walnut there, some down in there. So when I was pulling apart the backside of this, moving this area that way, I found a bunch of old pitch pine logs that were kind of punky and rotted. And what I'm doing is I'm seeing if they're any good. So I'm blowing the sides off them and cutting them down into, I might just cut them down into cants. Not exactly sure yet. I think I might just leave them in square form like that. But for the sake of a video here, I'm going to blow this one down into a beam since I've already ruined a video. I'm at like 11 in, and what I do is I keep a level that doesn't read great anymore. It's not good enough for me to take in the truck out in the field. And it's got a scale on it. So I keep this out here to lay out cants and use it to measure. So this one's 11 5/8 by 11 3/8 right now. And it's still got a little bit of a punky section right here. So I think I'm going to get this down to a 10 by 10. And I think by doing that I can get rid of this punky section right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 more inch off the top. I'm going to take 1 inch off the top because I have the punky section up here. It's got some down there too. I tell you what I'm going to do. Rather than doing that, I'm going to flip it on its side. I'm going to take this punky section out, see what I'm left over with, and we'll make a decision from there. So I'm going to roll it and go from there. Oh, shit. Almost fell down. Just milling away here, and yeah, good video. Milling away. Be careful on these mills of stuff sticking in between your log stops, and you're trying to get them square. Obviously at this point it doesn't make a difference, but you do have to be at least cognizant of that. Not crazy about those dogs either. I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully this thing will keep running today. So these dogs are touted as being one-hand operation. Let me show you what happens. So, alright, so they're not one-hand operation. You need to use 2. You need to push them in, and they need to be inverted a little bit to clamp down. If you just go straight up and down like this, let's say you could get it to move and pull it out, and you do that, there's really no pressure on it unless you get the bottom. Well, let's say it was straight up and down. It needs to be inverted like this, and then it bites in. So it's not one hand to take it out. It's not one hand to put it back in, unless I can come up with, you know, a way to, I guess I can stick my thumb in here and slide it like that. And use it with one hand. Let's try it. I'm over here. Yeah, I can do that. I guess I can keep it at an angle and get it to bite in. But I'm going to roll it. You can see the punky section here. Yeah, right here. So I think what I'm gonna do is roll this on the top, take this off, and then see what I got left over, figure out how big a beam I can make. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kind of keep you over here, I guess, for this one. Since you got to miss everything else, might as well watch this. So we'll blow the top off it and see what happens. Blade's still doing pretty good. Still fucking aggravating. Down to, yeah, might take this down to 8x8. See if I can get it wood. Like 9 3/8 right now, so it's pretty good build. Graded thing off there. Still got a fucking spot here. Take it all off this side. Starting to get to some decent white ones now. Looks like a white mine. how to fix mine. So right now it'd be 8 1/4 if I drop it an inch. Take the rest of it off the other side. So I'm going to flip it back up. Take some off this side. Just trying to get the best chance that I can. I know it seems like here. Take some off this side. Take it all up this side, 9 1/8, and then 9 1/8, and then 8 inches. Out right on the scale. These are 1 by 9 3/8. Starting to get down into whitewood now on this, so we're starting to get into the center where it's still good. pip is, and we'll take it off the opposite side. So we're going to take it off this side here to get it to 8x8 because the pip is right here. Should have my other little dinky useless PV over there, and then I could have filmed it from that side. Four up and four up. So burn it down to 8 inches, and then we get ourselves 8x8. This should be around 9 and 3/8, so just take it to 9 and 3/8 and see what that looks like. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to take it down to 8 1/4 to get a 1-inch board off it, and then burn that shit out. Look at it here before I make a final cut, or whether I'm just going to leave it right here. I'd leave it at 8 These will all be good for pallet bunks. Just measure it out, see where we're at. So I'm at 8 3/8 by 8 inches. Nice and clean on the other side. I'm going to drop it down to 8 and burn a thin slice off here. Get it to be an 8x8. Well, just broke the blade. Let the idler wheel stop spinning before I figure out what happened. I think I broke a blade. Not exactly sure why. That's not a brand new blade, but it's not an old blade. No, I didn't break the blade. It came off. Oh. Wow, what's the broke on the other side? It's the first time that's happened. We'll see what's up here. At least you guys get to see it on camera. Yeah, just threw it off. Not sure why that happened. It was all cleaned out, it was tracking good. right, let me untension it. Doesn't look like it got bent up or anything, so we'll try and see if it'll, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw a new one on here. I have no idea why that came off. I'm gonna throw a new one on here. One that I just sharpened. And I think I'll save this one to get sharpened. Doesn't feel bad. It was still cutting good too. And there's no wave in this at all. It's nice and flat. It's really strange. Get you guys looking over here. If your camera's even still run. I'll get you guys looking over here while I'm doing this. I hope I don't need to mess with the tracking because I don't think I have. I don't know if I have a 9/16 in here or not. This doesn't, it's not dull. It's not dull at all. It's still cutting really flat and really fast. I'm gonna put this back on. Should have left it down the other end of the mill to do this, but let's put this back. Oh, I gotta tension it off. I'm gonna put this back on. I'm not really sure why that happened. Oh. It almost seems like my tension was off. Let's see if I can get this back on. Run this one. Should have just done this down the other end. See if I can get it on from here. Oh shit, I got it. Did damage the ceramics a little bit there. Weird. Very, very, very strange. Definitely not sure what happened. something going on here. Something going on there. It's really tight. I'm gonna, oh, it's kicking backwards too. Tension it up here. It kicked off the front side. It didn't kick off the back, and this one's running back. But that's because it's not tensioned. So this ceramic guide is messed right here. Not sure what happened there. It's twisted and it's bound up completely, so blow it out and see what's going on. I'm going to run it down the other end of the mill. Clear there. There's a chance that when I tensioned this originally, I didn't crank it all the way up to 5 turns, that I only put that I counted my half turns as full turns. There's a chance of that. Let me get you guys over here. There's a chance this was only running on half tension, and that probably caused it. Now I don't know why we get this issue here, and that is pretty damn bound up. I'm going to blow it out with some brake clean, and I don't know, this one seems okay over there. This one's pretty bound up. I think I got enough tools to mess with it. I'm going to get it so that it's not bound, and then tension the blade first. And it looks like it's got to go that gets us in the ballpark. Let's go ahead and tension the blade. Right now, make sure my gullets are flush to the front. Get rid of, move it there. Okay, half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5 1/4. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, it's kind of not bad. It's kind of just a matter of tightening it up right there, to be honest with you. I don't have any of my wrenches with me, so I gotta do it with these. Oh shit, I'm loosening it. Figures. Dyslexic. Actually, sounds pretty good right there. Yep, it's pretty tight. Kind of looks good right where it is, so take it back, fire it up. It's not running on the guides. There's my brake clean. We'll fire it back up. This is what happens when you mill, to quote Harry Stamper. Hopefully you bugger in the seat. Belts are nice and clean, they got good tension. I think I may have tensioned it only 5 half turns instead of 5 full turns. I think that's what happened. I was messing around greasing it and you guys view back. I was messing around and greasing it and stuff, and I think I only tensioned it 5 half turns instead. Probably wasn't paying attention. I'm just gonna blow that out. Well, I'll blow it out after. I'll blow it out after anyway. What you want to make sure when you put these on is that you hear that safety switch click. So one clicks here, and then this one clicks when you put the other one on. You got to make sure you hear them click, or it won't start. So we're just going to burn all that to burn 3/8 of an inch off the top of this. But we'll see how the blade's running, and I kind of wanted to run one of those other blades anyway today. There we go. All right. Lines are pretty close, so yeah, we'll go ahead and run it. So that's a good way to, I want to show you this. This is a good way to check the accuracy of your setup. Probably do it over here. Hey, it's still filming now. Because I went from 128 gigabytes down to 36. Good way to check your accuracy on your mill is to do just what I just did and take a thin sliver. You can cut one side and then flip it and take a thin sliver. But what you should get is, you should get a sliver that's fairly even. So if you can see this side, and I wish you could see it if I get you all the way down. It's very, very even little 1/8 of an inch sliver. We'll flip it over, and I got about the even 1/8 of an inch on the other side. And just show you like this. You got nice even 1/8 of an inch all the way down by 1/8 of an inch all the way down. You can see how straight it is. There's no waves in it, no nothing. It's nice and symmetrical. It's a good way to check how accurate your mill's cutting is to cut a sliver. And that blade is still cutting great. There's no reason to change that blade. It's literally no dips, no nothing. It's a nice, beautiful 1/8 inch wide. I'll show you the end. Even with all the, what happens is every time you flip it, you're increasing your error. But look at the cross section here. See what you're seeing. If you can see the cross section here, how even it is, you know, get my hand in there so it'll focus, but you see how nice and even that is. And it's like that all the way down on both sides. Staying together, it's not breaking. You can see here how even it is all the way across. Because what happens every time you flip it, you multiply your error. So get my hand out of there. You can see how nice and even it is. So this mill's cutting very, very straight right now. It's getting a little bit of a raggy cut coming on the outfeed side, but that's a good sign anyway. And it's a good sign that there's nothing wrong with this blade. Even though it just got bounced off, there's nothing wrong with the blade at all. So I got an 8x8 now. Definitely got probably maybe one tooth messed up there, because I can see a little, I'll show you what I'm looking at. See a little ridge in the cut. Still cut straight as hell. There's no dips and no nothing in this. But you can see, you see those lines, and you can't feel them, but you can see them. So there's definitely one of the teeth got messed up when it came to a very fast stop. If I could take my glove off, let's see if I can get you out of this without shutting it off. But you look at down the corner lines of it, so you can see how straight it is. So I can't see any deviation in it at all. Let's try down this side. No, I can't see any deviation in it. It's cutting flat and cutting square. So if you notice too, you notice on this side here, you don't see that little intermittent line right there, which means with the two sets messed on one tooth. So I'm actually going to take this blade off. Maybe I'll cant up another log before I do, but yeah, so it's like 40 minutes in. I'm really sorry that the earlier videos didn't go. I'm going to mess around out here grading a little bit and try to see if I can neaten this place up a little. And maybe throw another log up and cant it down. If I do, I'll shoot another video. So hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Probably going to get this out of the shot for the bobcat here, because I'm going to go to grading over there a little bit. I got to get this sight straightened away here. So yeah, I will so we got an 8x8 out of that old rotten log, and I have got to come up with a place over behind that bobcat somewhere to start stacking some of this lumber. So I'm going to get that 8x8 off the mill, get the flitches out there tossed in the scrap pile because they're all punky, and go on to the next one. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.